So, have you heard of a house purse? Women are creating tote bags, purses full of the things they need all the time in their homes so that they can carry it around up the stairs to their office, to the couch, wherever. And that's fabulous. My house isn't that big, so I was wondering, like, do I really need something like this? But then it dawned on me that what I don't really need is a house purse. But what I do need is a perimenopause survival kit that moves with me from room to room to room. So I made one. And today I'm going to walk you through all of the things that I need to survive every single day navigating perimenopause. And let's just take a look. This is actually a planner caddy. I'm pretty sure it was Happy Planner. Almost positive I got it on clearance like 100 years ago, and it's just been living in my closet. And it is perfect for this. So we are going to unpack what is in here. I'm going to tell you why I need it, why it's so important, and maybe in a strange twist of events, influence you to consider making one of your own. I know that most of what I do is de-influencing you from buying stuff, so use what you have around your house, okay? Don't go out and buy anything new. I guarantee you have something that's going to work. Let's just get into it, okay? So first up, I'm not going to pull this out. I have a box of tissues. It's really crammed in there. It is a full-size box of tissues. Because at this point in my life, the only thing that is not as dry as the Sahara are my frickin' sinuses. And I need a tissue constantly, so I put a whole box of them in here, and I am never without one. Then we have baby wipes. These things are a lifesaver. When the hot flashes hit, when the condensation's building between the girls, it happens underneath the underwire, around the neck, the face, whatever. There we go. We got our baby wipes. For the full-on deluge of sweat, I have a washcloth. I do switch this out multiple times a day if necessary. I am not using the same gross, sweaty washcloth over and over and over again. Okay, so don't get too grossed out. But when the big sweats hit, this thing is such a lifesaver to have on hand all the time. Washcloth, towel, something to mop up the sweat. And then wipe yourself down with a baby wipe. If you're getting in those pits and you're clearing out the deodorant you put on 3 times today, I carry a stick around the house with me all the time because you can never have enough deodorant when the hot flashes hit 75 times a day. It is... This part of my life is so gross and so frustrating, and no one ever wants to talk about it, but you know that we don't do that here. I will talk about the gross, obnoxious, nasty things that are happening in perimenopause. And it's just, it's just a part of life. It's, if you're not there yet, you are female presenting, it's probably going to happen to you. I have a baggie full of cotton swabs. Q-tip brand, okay? We are brand loyal. I have never in my life experienced the itching ears that I have all day, every day. And yeah, I know, don't ever put anything in your ear smaller than your elbow. Yeah, whoever said that never suffered through perimenopause. The itch is constant. It is all the time, and it is debilitating, and I feel like Mrs. White, like the flames on the side of my face. No, I dig in my ears with these all day, every day. There is not a video on this channel that you can watch where I am not scratching at my ear. Granted, I don't do it with a Q-tip on camera, but I will wake up in the middle of the night with my finger in my ear because in my sleep, I was trying to scratch through to my brain. It is unreal how bad your ears are going to itch. Absolutely unreal. And so, be forewarned that's coming. Next, I have a baggie full of Tums because I want to eat all the time, all day, every day, and everything gives me heartburn. So I carry Tums with me at all times. I am officially 45 years old, and this is just my life now, walking around with Tums and baby wipes and deodorant in my bag. It is, I mean, I have a video on here talking about perimenopause struggles that no one ever told us about, but like until you're in it, it is unreal. Speaking of eating all day, every day, I also have a baggie full of snacks. Always have snacks on hand because I'm always hungry from the moment I wake up until I go to bed. Sometimes after I go to bed, sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night and I am hungry. I'm hungry all the time. And no, peanut M&Ms and Milky Ways are not nutritional. I don't care. I do not care. When I am hungry, I want something easy and immediate. So I keep snacks in my bag and I carry it around the house all the time. A handy dandy notebook. Listen, when do any of us not have a notebook on our persons? This is not earth shattering. I like to rage journal in this when I am at my wit's end with honestly the stupidest shit you can imagine would set a person off. When it sets me off, I rage journal about it in an attempt to not scream at my family or the dog or the inanimate objects that I tripped over, bumped into, or are just making noise. And I can't stand it. And of course, since I have a notebook, I have to have my pens, my highlighters, some washi tape. I've got a ruler in here. I got some Post-it notes. Am I decorating my rage journal? Absolutely not. But having my tools with me does make me feel like I've got my life together. I don't know why. I think it's a planner thing. I think that it's just the way that we're wired. So these things also stay in the bag all the time, so they are at hand no matter what. What else is in here? I have chapstick because, again, everything on my body is dry. My skin is dry, my ears are dry, my mouth is dry. Keep my chapstick. And this bag has these little compartments right here. They're too big for Q-tips because I thought it would be funny to line them up like Nerf darts, but they're too big for that. So the chapstick slides right in there. I always know where it is. Fantastic. I also usually keep lotion in here. Again, skin like the Sahara, but I took it out to use it and I didn't put it back. So I'm still getting in the groove of my survival kit, of my perimenopause purse, right? So we'll get there. I'll get to a point where everything goes back in. I'm just not there yet. And finally, we have my Kindle. My Kindle goes everywhere with me. I am an author, as you know, also a voracious reader. And when I need to just turn everything off, this goes on. And how'd that get there? What? Hot, Foggy, and Feral, ADHD meets perimenopause is live now in my shop, linked down below. Who knew? No, but for real, I have been working on this book since the minute I finished Life on Hard Mode, and I finished edits, and it is live. So you can get your own copy of Hot, Foggy, and Feral in my shop, linked down below. So don't miss out. Mostly, though, what I read on here is trashy romance novels. And I know that we're not supposed to call them trashy, and there's nothing wrong with it. Of course there's nothing wrong with it. I've written 130 trashy romance novels. It's just a thing you say. I have always been a romance reader. I've always been a romance writer. I love love stories. And when I need to escape real life, I want to fall into a book about, a hunky lumberjack or a feisty barista or whatever. It's just, that's what I want. I want a love story. So my Kindle is always with me so that I can just turn the world off and fall into a book. Also in my bag are glasses. I will usually have a pair on my head, a pair hooked here, and will be looking everywhere for a pair of glasses. It's just how life works now. So I do have several pairs of readers that I keep in here so that when I need to read on my Kindle, even though my font is massive already, I still need my glasses. I'm old. What can I say? That's just how it works. So that is my perimenopause purse. We keep all the things that we need to survive on the daily at hand at all times. We got our snacks. We got our Tums for when the snacks hurt our belly or our chest. We got our Q-tips so that we can dig in our ears like we are foraging for something. We got our sweat mop washcloth. We got our baby wipes to clean up the moisture that happens all the time. And we've got our deodorant to try to fight against the smelly smells. Some people keep their water bottles in here, in their house purse. It makes it weigh 47 pounds. I'll just have, random cups laying all over my house like I always do. I have ADHD as well, so there's always a water bottle next to me, whether I carry it from room to room or it's already been sitting there. So I don't have to put a water bottle in here. So when you get around to figuring out all the things that you need, I highly recommend creating yourself a perimenopause purse. This thing is so handy. I always know where everything is because it's all together. And it's really been a game changer for me and managing all of the random stuff that comes with perimenopause. So I hope that you enjoyed this video today. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of my perimenopause purse. I hope I inspired you to maybe put together your own survival kit for the worst. It's like puberty and pregnancy got together. All the bad parts of both are just like hitting us again. And that's, why I wrote Hot, Foggy, and Feral in the first place, because it's just a collection really of essays talking about the things that no one talks about, that no one warned us about, that no one said, hey, these things are actually normal. You are losing your mind, but it's designed that way. So I wanted to write a love letter to the other women who are dealing with this, just to let you know you're not alone and you're not really crazy. There's just a firestorm going on inside your body, and all you can do is, get on board and go for the ride, because it's wild. So I hope that you will consider picking up Hot, Foggy, and Feral. And like I said, I hope you enjoyed this tour of my perimenopause purse. Holy moly. Say that 3 times fast. Leave me a comment below and let me know if this is something you think you might try. I know it's a little extra, but, I think we've earned being a little extra with all the things that we put up with on the daily. So, I don't know. Just let me know if you think this is a good idea. Let me know if you think it's a bad idea. I don't care. YouTube doesn't care if the comments are positive or negative. If they're too rude, I'm going to delete them, but that's okay. You do you, and I'll do me. I love you so much, and I will see you next time. Please don't forget to smash all those YouTube buttons for me, and make sure that you're subscribed, and I will see you next time. Bye.